All right. Okay, so what we need to do now, every single person here, if you have your active partners that are not connected to this meeting, what you have to do now is to make sure that you call them. Okay, call every single one of them, the Kingsman. Make sure you call your active partners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as many as possible that you have, because we are getting started immediately. All right. So as we do that now, we're just going to use 1 minute for that. We don't have much time. We're going to use 1 minute for that. So quickly go to the chat box, the platforms, and make sure that your people are not removed today. You know what is about to happen. So you need to make sure that everybody is carried along to move into this new level we are entering now. So you don't even need one person to be removed at all right now. So go and just call them. Go and just call them immediately as we proceed. So while we are doing that, we are going to start with our first cardinal culture, which is to hand over our business to God. All right. My name is Agu Kenechku Dani. I'll be your moderator this evening. All right. I'm going to unmute 2 persons that will lead us in the opening prayer. Okay. So let me unmute a Muslim and a Christian. So if you want to lead us in the opening prayer, if you're led by the Spirit, I want you to volunteer. Just raise up your hand so I can unmute you. I can unmute you to pray for us. All right. I need a Christian volunteer and I equally need a Muslim volunteer. Okay. So as I unmute, I can see Chukwuemeka Walker. All right. For Mr. Chukwuemeka, just unmute yourself and lead us in the opening prayer. Let's proceed.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. The correct name is Chukwuemeka Nwukwa.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Sorry. Okay.
Father, we thank you for today. Thank you for how you have protected us today. You protected us from accidents. You kept us hale and hearty. May your name be glorified. Father, oh Lord, we say that this prayer meeting we are going to embark on, oh Lord, it will bring prosperity to our business. It will bring improvement. It will bring development. And it will take us to the higher height through it in Jesus' mighty name. Father, oh Lord, the anchors of this prayer meeting I bring before you, oh Lord. Father, oh Lord, use them as an instrument to bring knowledge, value us, oh Lord. Father, oh Lord, we that are being carried along, oh Lord, give us the enablement to implement whatever they have taught us so that our business will prosper and blossom. All this we ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Father, oh Lord, we pray and say that you take preeminence in whatever we do. For in Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to pray.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Chukwuemeka, for that opening prayer. Really appreciate you. So I will mute Zinet Chineye. Right, Zinet Chineye, just unmute yourself and lead us in the Muslim opening prayer.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Please, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. The most gracious, the most merciful. I thank God Almighty for together here. May we all learn and at the end we put into practice so that each and every of us will be celebrated. For those people on their way to join this meeting, may God speak to them. May God remind them so they can be able to join us as we all are learning together. And we cover our host and our co-host that is going to dish out today's training so that God can use them as an instrument as they deliver this night's training. In God's name we pray. Amen.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Chineye, for that opening prayer. Okay, so we're moving forward with I think the Zoom link is marked out already. So the next thing for us to do now is to, if this YouTube link is out, which I don't know, I don't even know if there's going to be YouTube link, but let's proceed. Okay, so we're going to share our vision and our mission statements right now. Okay, anywhere you are, just make sure you are at attention as I share my screen to share the vision. Okay, so this is the driving force. This is the reason why we are doing what we are doing. This is the reason why we are gathered here tonight. All right. As I share my screen now, I believe you can see the screen. So the vision is what? To raise a financially free people who will in turn raise other financially free people who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. All right, that is the vision and it's clear. So this is the mission that will help us to achieve the vision. The mission is to raise 50,000 monthly millionaires in the connected economy and usher in the next generational world changers. So the active partners are the people that have taken the first step on this journey of financial freedom, on this journey of impact. All right. So that is why we don't joke with what we do on this active partners platform. All right. The other platforms, they can joke there, but when we talk about active partners, we are talking about people that have caught this vision and they are ready to run with it. And because of that commitment they've made to be part of this vision, to be part of the mission, to be part of the millionaires that are going to be raised, right? They decided to apply for the active partners, and not just that, they went through the onboarding section. All right, you all are, you have made a very good decision. We want to use the opportunity to welcome all the active partners, all the newly onboarded active partners. You are all welcome. All right, let's go to the chat box and appreciate them. If you have 1 or 2, 3 persons that were onboarded recently, even if you don't have anybody onboarded recently, go to the chat box and congratulate and welcome the active partners that are joining us for the first time. All right, if you're onboarded newly, I want to welcome you to the Active Partners platform. This is where you start getting the mentorship, the kind of mentorship you need for you to separate yourself from the crowd, from the EAPs. You have entered another level of income, of activities, of leadership, of mentorship. Everything you're going to be getting here is targeted to making you one of the successful financially free millionaires in this connected revolution, so that you can be among the world changers, right? So I want to welcome you and want to equally appreciate all those that have been doing what it takes, all right? Those that have been consistently running this business to move to the next level, which is the Kingsman level. So without wasting much of our time, we are going to go straight into what we have today. Today we have, you know how it is in the Active Partners platform. For those of you that have been consistent running the business as an active partner, not those dormant ones, the active, the real active partners. All right, these are the soldiers. These are the people that will be counted. Their names will be counted among those that have done something significant in this generation. So I want you to get all your team members connected. All right, I want you to get all your team members connected as we proceed right now. We have a very powerful dose this evening, sorry, and we are going to be getting it straight from No other person is like, how will I put it, in a position to give us this information tonight. All right, we have one of the best mentors in this organization. He has continued to prove himself over and over again, and I want us to understand that we are in one of the best teams you can ever think of. All right, because of his mentorship, his trainings, his support, everything, his fatherhood, wisdom, and everything he has continued to shower upon us. All right, so if you are excited for what's about to come, I want you to go to the chat box and welcome my own mentor, our ECL. All right, the man behind this EA family, the one that has continued to lead us and drive us forward. Let's go to the chat box with the best emojis. We don't have much time. Make sure that you do enough. I'm not seeing enough emojis. I'm not seeing enough welcome. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome, sir. Let's make welcome our own boss, no other person than Ambassador ESOMCHI Anthony, as he takes us on this powerful training tonight. Sir, you have the floor. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Daniel Kerechuku Ago, for this warm welcome. I really appreciate you for welcoming me, and I want to appreciate everybody, all the active partners. If you're an active partner, can you go to the chat section and appreciate yourself? If you're an active partner, just go and appreciate yourself, please. Go and appreciate yourself if you're an active partner. Go and appreciate yourself. If you're an active partner, kindly go and appreciate yourself. Go and appreciate yourself, please. Wow, this is huge. This is huge. In fact, it's not easy to be here. I must tell you the truth. It's not easy to be here. I must have to tell you that I know what it took a lot of you to be here today. So many of us have been longing to be here, but finally, you are here. Congratulations, congratulations to each and every one of you that made it to active partner, especially those that are just joining us. It's not easy. So I want to appreciate all my leaders, all my ECL, all the monthly millionaires in the house, all the Power 500 in the house. In fact, we have even our kinsmen, the engine house of C21FG. You all are welcome. You all are welcome. So tonight, in fact, today's meeting is going to be basically on our counter. In fact, there was an announcement that was made tonight. There was an announcement in the morning, sorry. There was an announcement that the mastermind made in the morning. And tonight we are going to know how a lot of people emerged and got to where they are in our business today. In fact, I want to just make you to, in fact, make sure that you are comfortable. Make sure that whatever thing you are doing now, somebody is telling me that there is no sound. Make sure that whatever thing you are doing right away, that you are seated comfortably and you are listening to me. I don't want anybody to miss this exciting moment in our business. Now, in the morning, the mastermind announced something. Something huge is going to happen in 2025. When we are talking about 2025, we are talking about just barely 1 month ago. We are talking about 1 month ago. 1 month to go. We have 1 month to go. Sorry. We have 1 month to go. Just barely 1 month. And I don't know how many of us that are ready for this remaining 1 month. I don't know how many of us. Now, in the morning of Monday, 2nd of December 2024, the mastermind unveiled the Encounter 2.0. The Encounter 2.0 will be happening in the city of Abuja. So the question is, how many of us are ready for the encounter? How many of us are ready for this transformation? That is the question. Now, the reason I called for this meeting today is that I found out that the active partners are those that have the high chances of making it to happen in their businesses. In fact, if you're an active partner, you are so lucky, and in fact, you are too lucky to be here today, because what I'm about to show you tonight is something that transformed my own life. At the time I was once an active partner, I was really active in the system. In fact, I was following the business back to back in order to actualize my dream in the business. So, and I want to show you what changed my own business so that each and every one of us, so especially those that want to be like ESOMCHI Anthony, you will be able to understand the process and also know some of the things you need to do and how you need to understand the process of change in our business. Now, I have told a lot of people about my story. 4 years ago, that was when I encountered this great opportunity that changed my story today. In fact, just 2020 and barely just that 2020, a lot of things have already changed in my life. And I want to use this opportunity to show some of us those things that transformed my life today. And I believe that we are ready. I believe we are ready. If you are ready, go to the chat section and type, I am ready. If you are ready for me, go to the chat section, type, I am ready. I am not seeing any, okay. Christian, okay. Good. All right. So now I want to just share my story with some of us that don't know much about my story, even though I've been saying it all this while, but there are a lot of people that don't know how the journey started so far. Now, this particular journey of ESOMCHI Anthony started in the city of Lagos State as a corps member, as a corper in the city of Lagos State. And something happened when I was in the city of Lagos. That's why sometimes when I see a lot of people that are complaining, why is the business turning them around like this, I'll be laughing. You know why I give people confidence? Because I passed through some of the things that I'm going through today. That is just the secrets. And when I give people the confidence, at the end of the day, they will jump and enter the other line of the success in life. They will just jump and enter the other side of success in their life. It have happened to thousands and hundreds of people in my business. And you are not going to be a different person. What happened to me personally is going to happen to each and every one of us that are listening to me tonight. Now, I want to assure you and make you to understand that one of my secrets and one of the things that changed my business today is the encounter. I had an encounter in 2020. When I saw this wonderful opportunity, I had the opportunity to travel all the way from the city of Lagos State to Abuja in Chida's Event Center. That was the day that I had an encounter with my life. Something happened in that encounter. And that the same thing is about to happen again in 2025. By February 6th and 7th, the same thing is about to happen in our business. When the announcement was given, I was like, wow, another history is about to make. In fact, there is another history. And in fact, there are a lot of ESOMCHI Anthony that is about to rise today. A lot of them. In fact, if you know that you want to be another ESOMCHI Anthony, just go to the chat section and type, I'm going to be the next. Type, I will be the next. Just type it, I will be the next. I will be the next. There is power in the tongue. Death and life lies in our tongue. And that's why I always tell people, anything that your leader asks you to do, just be doing it sheepishly. Just be saying it. Just keep on saying it, because that was the area and that was how I was just doing it unknowingly, until I got to where I am. And I noticed that what made me to be where I am It's just some of the things I was saying. I want to become a millionaire. I am a millionaire creator. I am a millionaire. I am a millionaire. And at the end of the day, I started creating millionaires and I became a millionaire. Look at that young man, the same young man you are seeing today. Sometimes when people look at me, they say, what happened? What brought this kind of change? I met one of my friends in the city of Enugu today. I'm currently in the city of Enugu. I met him. I said, what happened? Are you this person? I say, yes, I'm the person. Say, what a transformation. And I told the person that God is very wonderful. That is it. Now, as the person started asking me, what do you do for a living? I don't have that time for now. I just gave the person my card. You should have to call me on phone so that I'll be able to explain to the person what I do for a living. Now, guess what I'm going to tell the person? I'm going to tell him that I'm a network marketing professional. Do you know why I have to say that now? Because I have already made it in network marketing. You that is just starting, you don't need to tell somebody that you are a network marketing professional now. You don't need it, because when you say, the person needs to look at you. And imagine the car the man saw me with. The young man saw me with one of the best car that he has been longing to drive in his life. And that is just it. Now, pay close attention to my story. Something happened in that 2020 in fact, I have already started this business when I got this discharge letter I'm holding. This paper you are seeing me holding. In fact, as I'm talking to you, I don't know where I kept it. In fact, sincerely, I don't know where my discharge letter is as I'm talking to you now. And I don't think, and I will never use it again in my life. Now, why I'm saying this is that a lot of people don't know that the era we are is no longer by certificates. It's the era of what skill do you have? What type of skill do you have? Are you skillful? That is what we are asking. That is the era we are into now. Now, look at the people I was with in the city of Lagos State. I met these wonderful people in the city of Lagos State. And I want to tell you the story of this particular person. This is the person that made me to be telling you this story this night. Is Faith. Young man here is my best friend, and another day I went to canteen to just eat, and after eating, I was just like, I have entered a business that you need to collect people's number. Let me collect this person's number. I'll just approach her, say, how are you? You came to eat? I say, yes. She said, yes. I said, okay, no problem. I just want to know your name. What is your name? She said, Faith. I said, can I have your number? She said, yes. I collected her number. And after our 3 weeks of camping, all of us left the camp. Do you know that the day that they were asking me to write 35 contact list of people that I know that I want to show this opportunity, Faith came into my mind, and I put her name down on that particular list. I put her name down, and guess what? After calling the names and every other names, none of them turned up. Nobody. They did not come up. Nobody showed up. Do you know what happened? Through follow-up, this particular young lady, Faith, the fair one, later came after my 6 months of struggling in the business. She's the person, my first downliner that I got in this business. Let me just move on so that you understand what we are talking about. Now, this is my grinding zone. For those of you that have offices, I want to let you know that this is where I started. This is my own office. If you are familiar with the Ikeja office, you know that there is no space there. We don't have much space where people can stay, where people can, but currently we have already rented most of the places where connectors can stay. And if we have a grinding zone inside our office where you can balance, and even this is my own zone. where I was grinding. Then can you imagine how you will be comfortable sitting down here and the generator here due to the lights and whatever thing, sometimes the light will go off and they will come and put on the generator. And you know what happened? I will go to the backside there and continue making my calls. This is where I am making my call. This is where I used to make my calls. Some of you have offices where you are so comfortable. I was not comfortable when I was running this particular business. When I started this journey, I wasn't comfortable. I was uncomfortable. When I come in the morning, this is my position where I'll just go and position myself and start making my calls. After my questionnaire, after everything, I must come back here to come and sit down and start sorting out my questionnaires. This is where ESOMCHI Anthony started. And guess what? Look at the time that my upliner, in the person of Barrister Wisnifine, came to visit me. This is Barrister Wisnifine. The first time he came to the city of Lagos State to come and visit me after signing me up in the business. He purposely came to just come and see me. For those of you that are signing people up in the business, you have been signing people up, signing, but you have not even gone to that particular place to go and say, how far, how are you doing? How is your business going? My own upliner came all the way from Abuja, the city of Abuja, to the city of Lagos State, night bus. As a barrister then, he don't even have money to fly then. He was just, in fact, he left Abuja just to come and see me personally. And the thing gave me confidence. Do you know what I told him the day he came? I told him, Barrister, are you sure that what brought you to this place is this business? Are you sure? He said, yes. I told him, because of this, I am going to run this business. Now, do you know that when Barrister Ifeanyi came, he now taught me how to make calls. He taught me how to make calls. On the time he arrived in Lagos State, it was in the morning, and he slept in one of his friend's house, and he came to the office and was like, let me teach you how to make calls. How many of us have done it to our downliners? How many of us have visited most of the places you are signing people just to teach them what to do? Some of us have not done it. The reason you are still where you are is what I'm going to show you today. Now, this is Ambassador Juliet Okonkwo. You can see her. This was 2020. And this is another downliner of Barrister Wisnifine. He signed both of us at the same time. You will ask me, where is this person today? He's a goner. He have gone forever. He did not see the vision clear. He's gone forever. But can you just imagine where I am today in the business and where Ambassador Juliet is today in the business and where Ambassador Barrister Wisnifine, where he is today in the business. Now, guess what? I want to let you know that the person you are listening to today, it took him not less than 5 good months before he got signed up in this business. 5 months. Now, this particular business we are talking about today, a lot of us want to become a millionaire, but we don't want to follow the process. Some of you, immediately you joined the business, you started signing people up. You started getting a lot of sign-ups left and right. Now, you might not understand it. You might not understand how I felt when I stayed 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months without signing anybody up. I felt very bad. I felt demoralized. I felt like it is not going to work again. But because of the trainings and motivations from my leaders, they will just keep on telling me, just be doing what you are doing. I'm a kind of person that was doing one of the most massive activities in the city of Lagos State. And guess what? I was not getting results. And it called the attention of the mastermind. When Dr. Victor came to the city of Lagos, I booked, and most of the codes that he saw in attendance was my own. And at the end of his presentation, none of them signed up. And he called me closely and said, I want to know what you are doing. How do you share your questionnaire? I want you to give me questionnaire. Let me know how you are giving out your questionnaire. Why didn't you get sign-ups? And you got this type of attendance. I gave him the questionnaire, just the way I used to give other people. I gave him the questionnaire. And he shook me and he told me, keep on doing what you are doing. Keep it up. Don't stop. Just keep doing what you are doing. Now, let me tell you what you need to know today. What you need to know is this. The hardest test in life is the patience to wait for the right time, the right moment. That is the hardest timing. You see, the only test God can give you is what? Is the patience to wait for the right moment in your life. How many of us are ready to wait for the right moment in this business? Well, how many of us? Imagine if I had quit in my first month or second month or third month, just like how some of us have decided that we are ready to quit or whatever. Or some of our downline that we are not even taking care of. How most of them have quit this business because of what? Because of what? They are facing their hardest time in the business. The hardest test anybody in this business can face is the patience to wait for the right moment for you. Everybody listening to me, let me tell you what you need to know. You have your own right moment. It might be in the middle of 2025. It might be at the beginning of 2025. You will you start rising to the highest level, and nobody can bring you down again in life. And let me tell you what you need to know. Now, that young lady that I showed you, Faith, she was not ready to run this business. You can see there is a different set of people you are seeing here in this particular place, this particular picture. This is Pamela Okeke. And this is a friend that I gave questionnaire and he rejected this business from me. And this particular Pamela, who gave birth to Pamela, the person that gave birth to Pamela is my first downliner. I'm going to, let me just show you my first downliner. This is my first downliner, Faith. You can see her here, the fair one. She's the one that gave birth to Pamela Okeke, this fair person you are seeing here. Now, there is something I want to teach each and every one of you tonight. Now, this person is no longer in this business. You see this young lady you are seeing here. She got married after she signed up in this business. And the husband sworn and said that if you try to run this business, you go to your father's house. And that was the reason she decided not to run this business. She was ready. She was chatting me up. I said, please, is there any way you can help me? Is there any way you can help me? There was no way I could help her. Now, she was the one that gave birth to Pamela Okeke. After I booked her first contact list, this young lady came to the business. Somebody is telling me that it's not showing, but it's showing in order of my system. I have two different systems here, and it's showing me in my laptop and showing me in my phone. Chigozirim Daniel, please, can you check your network to know what is the problem? Now, look at ESOMCHI Anthony here. On the day of one of our CDS, I decided to take this picture with Pamela Okeke. In fact, do you know that this young lady was very, in fact, she was very mean about success. Very, very mean. And when she came in, the other young lady was no longer ready to run the business. So do you know what I did? I picked her up. For those of you that you will see your downliner, that the upliner is no longer serious about the business. You abandon the person. The person don't even know where to start again. Do you know what I did? Because I understood what the business is all about on time. I was following mentorship, following trainings. Anything that my leader tells me to do, I would do it. Do you know what happened? I picked Pamela Okeke and started teaching her what she needs to do. And guess what? She started following it, started learning, started coming around in the office, in our office in Ikeja. And do you know what happened? In that 2020, that was the time we went for the first summit, our first summit in the city of Abuja. The first summit I have ever went for is 2020 summit. And it happened in the city of Abuja. Look at me here. Do you know what I traveled to Abuja with? I traveled with night bus. And do you know how much they took from me? It was 4,000 naira in 2020. And it was just one kind car like that I bought it. 4,000 naira. And I borrowed that money from my friend to travel to the city of Abuja. Look at what happened here. If you look at this picture, you see how young I was then. You can see it. And this is one of my first downliner. Again, from Frederick Eloka's side. I will tell you more about this so that you understand the process, how I emerged and how I got to where I am today. It's not by magic. It's not just by luck. It doesn't work by luck. Now, look at what happened here. On this day of this particular encounter, this 2020 summit, that's why I always tell people, you see, summit, don't joke with summit in your life. Anything that will make you not to attend any summit in C21FG, just keep it aside, because that is one of the highest temptation that will come on your way. Now, look at what happened. Immediately after this summit, I told most of the people that were around me on that particular day that I'm going to be celebrated in 2021. I told all of them one after the other. I told them that in 2021, I must be celebrated. And you can see, when I went to the retreat, this is Chida's Event Center in the city of Abuja. And this person was, this particular woman you are seeing at the back of the mastermind is my downliner from Frederick Eloka. I signed Frederick Eloka later on. Do you know how I signed Frederick Eloka? It was when my upline saw that I was struggling. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5. He said, what is going on? Ambassador Juliet Okonkwo now called Barrister Wesley-Fine and told Barrister Wesley-Fine, can you support ESOMCHI Anthony? He's very, very serious in this business. And Barrister Wesley-Fine said, I have not gotten anybody since in Lagos State now. Do you know what came into Barrister Wesley-Fine's mind? Give this person some contact from your phone. Let him book. So far, he have learned to book. Why not give him some contact so that he will book? Barrister Wesley-Fine sent me about 6 numbers of persons in Lagos State, some of his friends. And then look, he was his good friend. And he sent me 6 numbers of his good friends, and I booked all of them. Do you know how many that came? It was only Eloka that showed up on that day. And when Eloka came, Eloka signed up in the business. Immediately Eloka came, after signing up, I sat him down and I told him, do you know what? This business is not for you to go and be talking to people, convincing people and all that. I did not say that you should not go and talk to people, but I don't want you to make a mistake. He listened to me, and you know what happened? When he got home, he did not go straight and start telling his wife. The wife was not even away. But do you know what happened? He kept it and started that day and gave me the wife number and told me, contact my wife, book my wife to Abuja office. I want her to go and see this business. I don't want to tell her what I saw, the way you just asked me not to. You told me not to be talking to people. I don't want to even talk to my wife about this. Let her go and see it by herself. She understood the woman she married, and she know that if I tell my wife about this business, because of our experience in the past, because of MMM that I did with my wife then, I know that my wife will not accept this business, but I know that this business is going to work. Do you know what happened? Immediately that I booked Eloka's wife, she went to Abuja to see this opportunity. Look at her here. As she went there, she was the one that was calling the husband, I want to start this business, and I love this business. I've never seen a thing like this. And she started immediately. And luckily, the summit was approaching. Summit was about not less than 3 months to go. And I arrived at Abuja after that 3 months and met her. In fact, when I met her, and another person called Uchenna Eze, the sister to Frederick Eloka, I met both of them in the Chida's hotel. All of us were in the summit, and it was amazing. After seeing what happened on that day, I was seeing a lot of things, that the reality of life. I met a lot of people in that particular Chida's Event Center. Somebody that came up on the stage and was telling a lot of people in that stage that I said that he started business just 2 years ago, and today he's making about not less than 3 million naira. Guess who that person was? This person is Moses Onu. Moses Onu was very tiny. I looked at myself, look at how I look like. I thought I was very huge then. I was still huge. And I looked at Moses on, I was very good, even more than him. I said, if this small boy can be making about 3 million naira in a month, I'm going to challenge myself that whatever thing it will take, that it took this young man to be where he is, I am going to make it in this particular business. Do you know what motivated me? It was the summit. This particular summit that is around the corner in the next 2 months to go now is exactly what transformed my life 4 years ago. If not because of that summit, in fact, I wouldn't see this vision clearer. And that is exactly what I always tell people around me. Don't ever miss summit, because that is where you see the reality of this business. That is where you'll be challenged. You see a lot of people that you are even better than, cripple, that are millionaires. In fact, somebody that is over 90 years, that is a millionaire. Somebody, in fact, you might be 50. You are saying, 50 years, how can I be running this business at the age of 50? You will see somebody that is over 80 years, and you will be able to console yourself and say, if this person can do it, I can do it. That is exactly what happened to me. I looked at that young man, I started looking at 3 million naira, and I said, if I can start making this money in the next 4 years, I will be the most happiest person. But guess what happened? It did not take me the next 6 months. I want to tell you what retreat, what summit can do in your business. It did not take me not less than 6 months, and I emerged. I was celebrated as a monthly millionaire, and it was massive. That particular June that they celebrated me as a monthly millionaire, in fact, I was not being celebrated alone, because my business have started increasing. Somebody like Chukwemeka came into the business. Somebody like a Gift OK later came into the business. And I was on the stage being celebrated as one of the monthly millionaire mentor, and not only monthly millionaire mentor, because I have started raising other millionaires in the business. I started raising a lot of people that have started merging. And do you know what's happened? If not because of that retreat that I attended, do you think that I'm supposed to be where I am today in the business? I must have to tell you that it is not going to be possible. It won't be possible if I did not attend that particular retreat that changed everything about me. And I just want to let you know some of the things that happened in that particular retreat. Let me just educate you on some of the things that happened in that retreat. Something happened. One of the things that happened was that I saw some young people that are like me, some old people, cripple. There are people that are, in fact, that I know that I'm better off. But do you know what happened? Some of them were celebrated in the worst stage. I want to tell you my top secret during 2023. During 2023, in fact, after some of our activities that we have done in the business, now I was able to go into full-timers activities, and the same meeting that was introduced, and the 2023 emerge that came, that brought these people that we are seeing, Chukwemeka, Joseph, Gift OK. He brought so many of them in the limelight. In fact, because I made sure that all of them attended. I made sure that all of them attended. Do you know that one of the things that is going to change your business as I'm talking to you depends on the number of your downliners you are going to attend this retreat with? How many of us know about this secret? This is one of my top secrets. Now, I made sure that Chukwemeka Joseph went for this retreat. I made sure that Gift OK went for this retreat. And they did not go alone. They made sure that they went with their own downliners. And that was the reason they got to where they are today. I want to let you know that most of the people that you are seeing that are being celebrated, I was not just being celebrated just as top one. My downliner was top two. Another of my downline was top three. It was not just by chance. You have to plan yourself how you want it to be. How many of us are preparing our downliners to go with us in this particular encounter? How many people? That is the question. The number of your downliners that will go for this particular retreat determine how successful you will get to in the next 2 to 3 months in our business after the retreats. Let me tell you what normally happens. This person you are seeing, Chukwemeka, the reason he rose to the highest level in his business was just simply because he made a sacrifice. If I tell you how many people that I was able to even sponsor by myself in order for them to attend this retreat, you will not understand it. You will not believe it. The same thing happened to some of them. They sponsored some of the people in their team, give to kids, even made a lot of sacrifice. Their own hand-earned money. They know the people that are serious, not just to sponsor people that are not serious in your business. Just those people that are serious, you can be able to sacrifice, because somebody sacrificed for me. The person that paid for my tickets, because I don't have the money to start to go to this Abuja, to go to Abuja then, Juliet Okonkwo told me that if I can be able to transport myself to Abuja, he's going to transport me back and give me a ticket to go for this retreat. She paid for my ticket for the retreat, and again paid for my return transport to Lagos State. Ambassador Juliet Okonkwo made that sacrifice, and she never regretted it as I'm talking to you. How many of us would do the same thing that these people you are looking at? Oh, I want to be like this, okay? I want to be like Joseph. I want to be like this. How many of us have made some of the sacrifice or are ready to do this sacrifice, this particular retreat? In this retreat that is coming up, the number of people that you'll be able to make them to attend this retreat in your own team, even if you have about 2 people in your team, can you make them to attend this retreat as an active partner? An active partner, you have already signed somebody. Even if it's just one person that you have as an active partner, the only thing you can do for yourself is to make sure that they go for this retreat. Don't ever make them to miss it. Whatever thing it will take you, just sacrifice it. And you know what happened? When they get to this retreat, they are going to thank you for making them to see the light of the day. This is exactly what happened to me. And this is exactly what happened to a lot of these people you are seeing here. Now, let me tell you, after the retreat, we now decided to go and chill for all expenses paid vacation. And in fact, by the special grace of God, I went with one of my mentees in the person of Frederick Eloka Eze, one of the lion that I have in my team. In fact, my second downliner. After the whole months that I struggled, because of just how God have destined this young man called Frederick Eloka to be under my mentorship, I called the contact of this person. This is his friend. I have never knew Frederick anywhere. I don't have his number. I don't know where he's coming from. I don't even know him. The person that made me to know this young man, Frederick Eloka, is Barrister Wilson Ifeanyi, that gave me his contact to book. And I booked him and he came. And imagine, within a space of few years, all of us went to Dubai to go and chill and enjoy ourselves. From there, we went to Ghana. In fact, a lot of things. And guess what? You can see all of us here. It was from one enjoyment to another, Now, why am I showing you people all these things? I want to show you the possibility of encounter. I want some of us to go and encounter the possibility of this business. If you have never gone for this encounter, or even if you have gone before, but you did not catch the vision, this is your time to go and catch the vision. So many people have gone for this retreat, but because of one thing or the other, they went there and be playing. They have not seen Abuja before. They went there and be looking at the main road. They went there and be looking at the fine building. As the trainings are going on, or some of the testimonies are going on, they are outside looking for cars that are running on the road, that they have not seen car before. That is not the reason why you are going for this retreat. Now, this is another lion that I went with for this retreat. And within the space of time that I told him what to do about this particular summit that is coming up, the time I told him about the summit in 2022, then he took some of his downliner. This young man is Michael Honored. He was struggling very, very hard. If I ask this question now, some of you will not get it. If there is an exam that is going on, I'll now come to my team and say, who is the person that has struggled in my business for a very long time? The answer is Michael Honored. Michael Honored struggled to the extent that a time came, I don't even know what to do again. I don't even know how to help him again. He struggled to the extent that he was confused and demoralized. But one day, I told him that the only alternative is what? Is a counter. And he did not agree with me. Because when some people have gotten to that level, when you tell them what to do, some of them will do it. He did not agree with me. He followed me to the city of Abuja. After the encounter, this young man received his own blessing there. And he came back and his business took another shape. From one success to another. Michael Onodu bought his car after in fact, one of the best summits he have never attended. After attending this summit and he came back, his business rose to the next level. Now, let me tell you what you need to know. How many people are going to attend this retreat in your team? That is the question. The reason I'm here today is to tell you the possibility, how so many people that we are seeing today, how they succeeded and got to the highest level in their business is because of what? The retreat that is coming up, the encounter that they got in the city of Abuja. Now, the only thing you need to do for your team today or tonight is this. Just go and call them for a meeting and ask them, how many of us, how many people am I with? And if you are with me, I want us to go to the city of Abuja to make that decision that will change our business in 2025, because that is the beginning of the year. They need to make a decision and see the light of the day. If they don't see that light, you are still where you are. How many people in your team, for those of you that are all these rising leaders, you have about 10 people in your team, you have about 5 people in your team, you are a rising leader. How many of them will attend this retreat? That is the question. How many of them? If you bet me, just make sure, if you have about 5 people in your team, can you make sure that 3 people will go for this retreat? If you have about 10, can you just make sure that about 7 people go for this retreat? If you have about 20, can you make sure that about 17 people will go for this retreat? Do you know what will happen to your business when you come back? In fact, one of the things that will happen to those people that you took to this retreat is that they are going to make the highest money that they have never made in their business. And some of them will come with a bottle of wine. They will come with handshake. Thank you for taking me to this Abuja. Thank you so much for making me to see what I have never seen before. Some of them are going to see their mates. Some of them are going to see their mates that are making up to $1 million. They are going to be challenged. I was challenged when I saw Ambassador Moses Sonu and the Pornushi. Most of them, they are small, very, very small young guys making over $3 million in the business. I was like, I am challenged. What am I doing? What is that I have been doing? I have my certificate, what am I doing? And that was when I challenged myself. And I made sure that I became who I am today. And let me tell you, you can see the results. This is another person that I showed you, the top 3 that I showed you. Gift, okay, because of the retreats. This retreat, she went for this retreat and her eyes opened. Immediately her eyes opened, she came back with her team. When she approached me and said, my mentor, what do you want me to do? I told her, do you know what you need to do? If you can do it, if you come back, we are going to do what? To have a handshake with me. Do you know what happened? I told her that. How many people are going in your team? She said, nobody's even paying for their tickets. I told her, go back and have a meeting with them and mandate the people that you know that are serious and make sure that they go for this retreat. Do you know what this young lady did? She later went back and even used her own money and sponsored some people that she know that are serious. And most of them traveled to Abuja. When they came, all of us were there. And after, do you know what happened? If I tell you what she sacrificed, you will not understand it. But what happened at the end of the day? After 2 months of this particular retreat, I'm telling you, this encounter that is about to happen again, the last encounter that happened, Gift blessed herself with Mercedes-Benz GLK for attending the retreats. The question is, how many of us that will convince our downliners, that will make our downliners to follow us for this retreat? Many of their downliners became monthly millionaires. Some people that have never even make even 100,000 naira in their lives. Some of them started making 1 million naira in their businesses. Some of them started making even not less than 500,000 naira in their business. Consistently, it's not when they make it today, they will not make it the next month. What we are talking about is that consistently, they started making over 1 million naira. In fact, she started creating millionaires. And she told me, my mentor, thank you for all you have done in my life, for giving me this particular advice that you gave me. And I never regretted it. And look at what I want to bless myself with. Well, the day she called me and told me that she want to buy this car, I was like, within just a space of 2 months that you just attended this summit. And then she told me, yes, that I want to buy it and bless myself for attending the retreat. Now, I want to put it on everybody here. Go back to your team. If you have 2 persons or 3 persons, go and have meeting with them. Tell them that we want to go and make a decision that will change our lives in the city of Abuja. And nobody should argue with you. When they return back, they are going to be the one that will be thanking you. Make them, convince them the way Give Toke convinced her own downliner, and the way that Chukwemeka Joseph convinced his own downliners to attend the retreat, and other people, Chukweloka, Frederick, a lot of them. In fact, many of them today are millionaires in our business. And let me tell you what you need to know. This was where I told, just look at these pictures. All these people we are seeing, the only people we can't find here is this person. This person pulled out from the business. This young man beside Barrister Wilson, he's nowhere to be found. You can see this person. This person is Uchenna Eze. And you can see me here, very tiny. You can see how small I was then, just 4 years ago. And this was where I told all of us, we sat on the same role. This is my upliner. This is this is one of my downliner. This is Frederick Eloka's wife. And this is Uchenna Eze, Frederick Eloka's sister under Frederick. And I was with them in this particular retreat, my first retreat in 2021. And that was how everything about me changed. And it had been from one success story to another. This was my first earning. That was my first earning. I just want to show you people so that you will understand the power of this retreat we are talking about. That is, in fact, if you don't know about the power of retreats, you will not be able to understand it clear. You will not understand it. This was my earning. Just because of what? Because I attended retreats. And in fact, it started changing, and all that. And I became, in not less than 1 year of the business, I became a monthly millionaire mentor. How many of us here want to become a monthly millionaire mentor in not less than 1 year in your business? Or even if you are more than 3 to 4 years in the business, if you want to become a monthly millionaire mentor, can you hit to this particular advice I want to give you at the end of this meeting? Now, what you need to know is this. I became a member of 2 Club member in Nigeria. That was when I joined the 2 Club member. Who is a 2 Club member in Nigeria? When you make 1 million naira consistently for 3 good months, they are going to be celebrated in the city of Abuja. We're going to celebrate a lot of them in the city of Abuja. And let me tell you, all this thing happened because of what? Because of the encounter that I went in the city of Abuja. In 2021, I was celebrated like this in the world stage. In 2020, in fact, I made that particular declaration that next year I must be on the stage. For those of you that will be traveling with me for this encounter, if you go there, make a decision, make a declaration that you are going to be the next person that will be celebrated. I said it, and in not less than 1 year, I climbed that stage. Do you know how I felt on that stage that day? I felt very good. I was very, very excited. Most of my downliners were very, very excited. They were celebrating my success and all that. In fact, let me tell you, it is possible. That is what I want to let you know. It is possible. If you want to be the next to be celebrated, go to the chat section and type, I am the next. If you want to be the next person to be celebrated, I want you to go to the chat section and type, I am the next. I am the next. There is power in the tongue. Death and life lies in our tongue. What I want to let you know tonight is this. I want each and every one of you to go back to your drawing board. We have barely not less than 2 months to go for this retreat. Don't think that it's still very far. You need to start making, in fact, your payment for your tickets. Now, the mastermind said that they're going to give the people that are going to pay today, a what? They are going to give them a special gift, which I don't know what that gift is all about, and I don't want to say it, but I don't want anybody here to miss this gift. What you need to do as an active partner, you as a leader, you are already a leader. If you're an active partner, you're already a leader. Make your own payment for your tickets. Don't wait till tomorrow or next tomorrow, because a leader should always lead by example. Immediately your team members sees your name on their particular platform where the leaders are posting the names of people that have paid, you will see that order of your downliners will be able to do what? To start doing it. And you have a good number of people in your downliner that will be traveling for this particular retreat. For example, let me use this. Let me give you an example. For example, let me use somebody like Professor Ann as an example. Imagine if Professor Ann have about 4 people that are in her team that will attend this particular retreat. Do you know what will happen to Professor Ann when she comes back? Professor Ann automatically, the way the business runs, automatically Professor Ann must become not less than a monthly millionaire in the business in a space of just 2 to 3 months of coming back from this retreat. That is how the business changes people's life. Imagine when somebody like Dr. Bello would just make about not less than 4 to 5 people in his team to attend this particular retreat. What do you think that will happen in his business? The same thing. And that is how each and every one of us, that is how the business looks like. And that is what happens in our business. Now, the only people that will suffer it are those that will not be able to let their team members to know the importance of retreats. This particular retreat, 2 days. And after the retreat, even if your village people carry nail and hang you somewhere, do you know what this retreat does? It will pull you out from that place. And in fact, you will get to the next level in your life. Now, this is where you will build leaders. Genuinely, leaders will start rising. Not those leaders that you will be begging. Join SAM meeting now, do this one. When they attend this retreat and come back, they will know the reason they will be joining SAM meeting. For those people, all these people that you are just disturbing yourself, join SAM meeting now. Can you use that power and convince them to go for this particular retreat? When they come back, they will see the reality of the business. Some of them have never seen it. They don't understand, and don't blame them. And when they get there, they will be able to know the difference between what they have done before and what they are into now. And they will be very serious. They will be the one that will be asking you, when do we have SAM meeting? What do I need to do? You will be the one that will be running away from them, because they will be disturbing you with calls every day. What am I supposed to do today? What am I supposed to do? Now, if you are an active partner, you are mandated to make sure that all your team members will go for this retreat. And if you are here as an active partner and you have not paid for your tickets, sorry. I just want to tell you sorry, because you don't know what you have missed. The mastermind have a gift for the people that are paying today, which I think that the hour has already gone, but you still have the opportunity. We can still solicit on your behalf. If you have not made your payment as an active partner, pay so that your name will appear on the list, so that other of your downliners will be able to follow suit and start immediately to start doing what you have done, so that your business will start moving as it's supposed to. Don't think it does not work. If it took me 5 months for me to recruit one person in my business, so those of you that are just 1 week and you started recruiting people, what can stop you not to succeed in the business? What will stop you is what? It's just what I'm telling you now. This is a counter. A counter is the only thing that will stop you. In 2025, our business is taking another different shape. Some of us don't know, but some of us that have been in the business since 2020, we know what it means as we are entering 2025. Let me assure you, 2025 is, in fact, is going to be, in fact, a year of abundance. In fact, money is just going to be like water to each and every one of you that are active partners. I'm not talking to dormant active partner, people that are dormant, because tomorrow now you come and tell me, you said that if you're an active partner, you will become a millionaire. Let me tell you, if you are dormant, if you are not doing what you are supposed to do as an active partner, forget about it. I'm talking to those that are joining our super sale meeting. those that are doing their recruitment, those that are doing their prospecting, invitation, and all that, close down and all that. They are the people that are going to rise to the top, not you that are sleeping on your bed. Now, when there is time for meeting, you just join meeting. Are you doing what you're supposed to do to get to the next level in your business? Even God Almighty said that I am going to bless the works of your hands. So don't doubt what God have already said in his scripture, because that is what is going to manifest to each and every one of us. So I want to urge each and every one of you that are listening to me tonight. Let me tell you, if you are an active partner and you have not made your payment to get your ticket at the cheaper price, remember that the ticket is just 20,000 naira. And from now to 20th of this month, it will change to 25,000 naira. And the people that are paying today, they are getting a gift. I don't know the gift, but I know the gifts, but I will not say it here. They are going to get a gift, a special gift from the mastermind, each and every one of you that are paying today. So before, it will maybe around 9, I don't know what the time is, but he said before 9 that we should remit the money to his account and send him the names of those that have already paid, so that he will be able to document it. I have not even, I think it's by 9 I'm supposed to do that, but I think it's after 9 now. So make sure if you have not done your own, do it now so that we can include your name for it. And again, I want to announce to you, we are about to demote a lot of people in this active partners meeting, people that are not active. And I'll be saying it all this while. The day that I will do it, you will not know. And it might be any day, any time. For those of you that you are not joining this active partners meeting on Monday, by the time you will start begging me, just as I'm begging you, I will not be able to listen to each and every one of you. So at this juncture, I want to bring this meeting to an end, and I want to appreciate each and every one of you that stay to the end of this meeting. I want to announce to you that this particular retreat will be a retreat that you will never forget in your life. And it's going to be a time of transformation. By the time people will look at you from this 2025 we are entering to 2026, some of them will not recognize you financially. Some of the things you start doing, some people will start asking you, are you still the same person that is doing this type of thing? Some of the projects that you will start doing from 2025, 2026, some people are going to ask you, what happened to you? Where did you get this money you are using in doing these projects? It's because of the encounter. And it's a prayer. And I know that God I serve is going to do it for each and every one of us. So I am not going to be the only monthly millionaire mentor. I want each and every one of us to become a monthly millionaire mentor in our various teams, so that all of us will be celebrated in the world stage. Now, let me tell you and assure you some of the things you need to know. Let me tell you one of other secrets so that I'll end the meeting. If you know you're an active partner, you know you are a kinsman, or you are to become a kinsman, let me tell you, you will be celebrated 6th of February. Make sure that you climb the stage. Now, there is still room for you to become a kinsman. If you are not yet a kinsman, please hurry up now and become a kinsman within this month so that you will climb the stage. Imagine, just take me as an example. On that day, if I am not being celebrated, how are you going to feel? You, the same thing is that is just the same thing that will happen to your team. If you are not being celebrated on that day, how will your team feel? How are they going to feel? That is the question. So the only thing you need to do for yourself, become a kinsman. Leave this active partner. Climb the next ladder so that you will go to the stage that day and have a picture with the mastermind. You can be able to send it to your friends and tell them where you are today in the business. And that is just one of the things that have made me to be where I am today. You must be celebrated in that stage. If you don't get to a level of celebration in our business, let me tell you, if you are not vying for position, you are just playing. Don't ever sit down and say, let me be clapping for others. Where the money lies is in the position. Vie for position and you will see the money will start following you. Don't just be there and say, all this position, I don't like it. What brings that money is position. Don't think that the position comes just anyhow. The position comes with money, huge amount of money. And let me tell you what you need to know. What you are going to do for yourself today is to just draw the deadline for the day that you become a kinsman. Go out there and become that kinsman. And on that particular day, on the 6th and 7th of February, you will climb the stage and you have a picture with the mastermind and have pictures with all that top leaders and even the president. One of the good news is that presidents will be coming, and we are praying with the arrangement they are making. All this while, where they have been trying to pull Dr. Ed Cabanton to come to Nigeria. They have been trying all their possible best. Last summit, they tried to the extent that he was, in fact, he could not make it, but they have to come on Zoom to come and talk to us in that encounter. But by the special grace of God, we are expecting delegates from M Global, from Philippines in the city of Abuja. And there's no other person but Dr. Ed Cabanton. I want to have a handshake with that young man because what he has done to the life of many Nigerians and the people around the world is something that I need to be close with him and have a handshake with him and thank him for all he has done. I don't know about you, but I want to make sure that all of us will climb that stage on that very day. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate each and every one of you that stayed to the end of this meeting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have not made your payment, make your payment now and send your evidence of payment to your leader immediately so that they will document your name immediately so that you will be part of the people that will get this particular special offer. Thank you and God bless each and every one of you. Bye for now. Bye.